The movie that I made you guys watch today, literally today, was Lake Placid, 1999. 1 hour, 22 minutes, directed by none other than Steve Miner, starring Bridget Fonda, Bill Pullman, Oliver Platt, Brendan Gleeson, Betty White, David Lewis, Tim Dixon, Natasha. I mean, I could go on forever. It's got one of the best casts of 1999. Do you guys have words for this movie? Jake?
Basic. Basic's my word.
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo. That's 2 words.
Poop.
I think it's a compound word. Doo-doo.
It's like a hyphenated word. Doo-doo is
Feces.
Feces?
That's
Feces.
rude.
Just being honest, man. The movie wasn't that good.
So you guys just fucking hated this movie.
It wasn't good.
This is definitely one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
My
Wow.
goodness.
I hate
So IMDb, their simplest synopsis here, it says 3 people attempt to stop a gigantic crocodile who's terrorizing residents in Black Lake, Maine, aka
That's
Lake
the best.
Placid.
That's the best way to sum it up.
It was like 4 people.
3 people that we fucking followed. I don't think the
Oliver
the hot
Platt.
cop and it was Oliver Platt, Bridget Fonda, Bill Pullman. Oh, I guess you're right.
Brendan Gleeson. Blendon. Yeah, Blendon.
Yeah, but Brendan Gleeson died. Spoiler.
He was like the main character.
But he fucking got 8.
He did.
Another synopsis is shortly after the horrifying underwater attack of Maine's Black. This is stupid. It's way too long. I'm not even gonna read the rest of that. We get it.
It's a movie about a fucking crocodile in a lake in Maine.
Giant crocodile. A giant crocodile. The biggest crocodile known to man.
Well, how big? I mean, crocodiles can get pretty fucking big.
I mean, what's the biggest crocodile you've ever seen?
Like personally?
Personally? Like ever? Like what do you?
No, I mean,
because according to this,
they can
the
like
typical
20, 30 feet long.
Cool. The typical flatbed truck in the U.S. is around 48 to 53 feet in length and 8 by 8 feet 6 inches across, which means that the crocodile at the end of the movie would have been at least 45 feet long. That's a big fucking crocodile.
All right. Yeah. All right, you're gonna bust out.
We saw the pictures. We
saw
the pictures. I mean, we saw the video. We saw the movie. We all watched it. So every time the crocodile came out of the water, everyone was impressed. Except for Jake. Jake didn't actually watch the movie.
No, I don't even know what happened. What made this fucking crocodile so special that it was so big in Maine? And why was it surviving in Maine? Because that's a cold weather climate and crocodiles are fucking cold blooded and it wouldn't be able to fucking take that kind of climate. So you tell me what's going on with that crocodile, Anthony.
It made its way up there because it's connected to the ocean. Like they make it clear in the movie. It's connected to the ocean, so it can easily make its way up the canal.
Crocodiles don't go up in that sort of region of the world.
You don't know that, and yes, they do.
I do know that. They're from Africa or South America. Everyone knows that.
Not these ones, dude. This one went up into Maine. This is based on a true story, number 1.
Okay, bull sharks did it, and I'll take that, and I'll accept bull sharks, but you cannot fool me with crocodiles.
Are you talking Jaws right now?
No, not that. That's clearly a great white. Bull sharks are
the movie kind of white, but the story was a bull shark.
Yes, I was gonna say yes. Yes, that's true. Jaws was based off a bull shark.
Hold on,
they were in lakes in like.
There's a trivia note here that has to do with Halloween H2O. Filming of the movie had to be postponed due to the poor weather conditions. Director Steve Miner took on directing duties for Halloween H2O while he was waiting to shoot the rest of Lake Placid. So that's fun because that is a great movie.
What, Halloween H2O?
Yeah, Josh Hartnett's first movie.
You think that's a great movie? Is the word you're going to use?
I mean, I use that word loosely, I guess.
All right, just checking.
I think it was a good movie. I really like that movie. It was no, sorry. I slipped when I said great.
Was that the one with Busta Rhymes, or was Busta Rhymes in the sequel to that one? Because there was like a Halloween H2O.
No, I'm pretty sure that was Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
It was a H2O follow-up. Was Josh Hartnett in it?
I don't remember. I just remember there was like two at that same time, and Busta Rhymes is in one of them, and LL Cool J, I think, was in the other one.
Ooh.
One bald, one dready. It's hard to say. Both rappers.
Yeah. Hate to sound racist. Not sure which one.
I don't remember. Yeah.
What? You thinking of I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
No, it's Jack Black.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. It wasn't a black person. It was just Jack Black.
Schwartz, are you just eating popcorn and talking about different movies completely?
So let's talk about how bad this movie was in that every character was annoying and nobody really had a backstory. No one had a relationship.
Bridget Fonda.
No one had a backstory. No one really had any point of being there except for Bill Pullman and Tom.
Bridget Fonda.
Oliver Platt
was terrible.
Oliver Platt is a crocodile scientist. He knew a crocodile was there before anybody else did, and he flew in. That was
Bridget Fonda was there because her boss made her go because he hated her.
Because they used to fuck, and he sent her away.
And she's a huge cunt in this movie, so I would fucking send her away too, and hope she would get eaten by a crocodile, because that chick was a terrible character, and she sucked, and everything she said was stupid. And
you can't say the cunt word, dude.
I did. I already did cunt. I said cunt.
Can we all agree that Betty White was the best character of the movie?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
No, Oliver Platt.
Dolores
actually,
Bickerman.
No, because she abused animals, so I'm not for that. So I wasn't.
Oh God, it was a movie. She didn't actually abuse animals.
That's true. So there weren't.
So that's the best. That's the best part, or that's one of the funny parts that I read here on the IMDb trivia. Was that there was a comment was said by Bill Pullman. Oh, I bet PETA would love to know what you did to your cows. Betty White is a huge PETA activist.
Mm-hmm.
So suck it, Jake.
You telling me those were CGI cows?
I'm telling you, no cows were hurt in the making of this film. That's what I'm telling you.
Hey, let me ask you guys
this.
You
tell me that wasn't a real crocodile?
I think that there was a big section of that crocodile that was real that I thought was really cool.
You think they trained a 40-foot crocodile is what you're trying to tell me?
Nah, they probably trained like a 30-footer, and then they CG'd the extra 10.
You think you can train a crocodile?
I train a crocodile, dude. You ever see the Crocodile Hunter? I mean, I know not recently, but he did pretty good.
I don't think he trained him. He just fed him.
Same. That's what Betty White was doing.
Schwartz, have you ever trained any sort of crocodile? I'm talking about.
Why, with 20 minutes left in the movie, did everybody start caring about this crocodile?
Why did they what? Can you not be munching on popcorn while you're talking to us?
Yeah, we can't understand you while you're eating popcorn.
Why in the last 20 minutes did they do what?
It's so bad, I can't even hear you.
Oh, okay.
No, I can hear Jake fine.
I know, I can't hear you guys
munching on popcorn.
I said, why with 20 minutes left in the movie did they all of a sudden care about this thing? Their whole mission was to kill this thing the whole fucking movie, and all of a sudden they're like, no, we got to keep it alive. And then Bill Pullman had like a problem. See, that's the thing about
the
this
two
movie.
Scientists didn't want to kill it.
Listen,
the two officers did.
This movie is it's like everyone just shows up and just read their lines. That's what this reminds me of. It's like there's no like connection between any of these characters. It's like Bill Pullman showed up, said what he had to say. Oliver Platt showed up, said what he had to say, and then they just went home. Like that's what this movie was. Like this movie, there was no substance to this movie in any way. There was no like good character to follow. There was no good subplot to follow. It was just straight up bullshit.
For the great cast, it was a pretty bad acting all around.
It was a great cast.
If like
name another movie that has these A-list actors.
the list of names, it's a great list, but they all sucked in it, and it was a bad movie.
They all sucked?
They were all pretty bad. Like Bridget Fonda was not. It wasn't just her dialogue was shit. Her delivery was shit. Like she was bad in it. Her character was terrible.
I think Oliver Platt killed it. I think Betty White killed it.
Oliver Platt was
I think Bill Pullman did I think Bill Pullman does what Bill Pullman does. I don't think he was as good in this movie as he was in any other movie.
He was better.
Independence Day.
Better in Independence Day. Brendan Gleeson was probably the only one.
In what way was he better in Independence Day?
His lines were better.
His fucking speech. Okay. His fucking speech at the Independence at the end.
Yeah, so the writers of Independence Day were better than this movie. That has nothing to do with
delivery. His delivery of that speech in Independence Day made me want to fucking save the country. I would have pulled a Randy Quaid. I would have pulled a Randy Quaid for sure.
I'm positive.
He didn't say a goddamn one motivational line.
You literally just have your mouth stuffed with food, and we can't understand anything you're saying. He likes to see homos naked. That's cool. David Lewis. Let's talk about David Lewis. He was great.
Who the fuck is David Lewis?
I don't know. I'm just going.
Is the director? Who's the director? Who is this asshole that directed this piece of shit?
Steve Miner. Would you like to know other things he's directed?
Yeah, let's talk about this asshole.
Halloween H2O.
Oh.
He directed the TV show Once Upon a Time, which is actually a pretty good show.
I've heard good things, never saw it.
My opinion.
Oh, he's done a lot of TV. Because apparently his movie career didn't work out, so give him TV shows like the North Shore on Fox or Jake 2.0.
Yeah, Jake. What a stupid movie name.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, he did a lot of Friday the 13th, which is cool. He did number 2, part 3.
This dude directed those.
Those were his first 2 movies. His first movie was Friday the 13th, part 2. His second movie was Friday the 13th, part 3.
That's dope.
That's pretty dope.
He did Forever Young with Mel Gibson, which is actually kind of a good movie.
Forever Young.
I actually just remember liking that movie.
I'm getting a call on my phone for noise complaints.
So basically, this movie was about an old lady who overfed a crocodile. It got big and it started eating people. And then Oliver Platt came and wanted to hang out with it. And then Bridget Fonda came, was a bitch, and Bill Pullman wanted to kill it. And then the movie was over.
Well,
that's what this movie was.
They caught it.
They caught
it. That was kind of it. Yeah.
That was it.
But they caught it.
This movie was terrible.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
What about this movie makes it a good movie?
I think the CG is phenomenal for 99. I think the storyline is riveting.
What? And all right, explain that one.
Well, I mean, I'm afraid of crocodiles, so I would be in the same situation. I'd be thinking the same things that they were thinking in that movie. I think that the characters were amazing. I think that Oliver Platt's character was my favorite character of all time.
Why?
After this,
I think number one, he flies helicopters. Awesome.
After this episode comes out, no one's gonna ever trust your thinking on movies ever again.
Okay. I think I think that it ended great and left it open for a lot of other movies. It was a great action movie. It was a great horror movie.
It was not a great action movie or a great horror movie because it wasn't scary and there was no action. There was like 3 minutes of action. There was like this movie.
I disagree.
This movie was like they were just like, all right, listen, I know Oliver Platt, and he's like, I know Bill Pullman. Like, well, my neighbor's Bridget Fonda. Let's just offer them a bunch of money, and we'll all show up in Maine, and we'll get a CG fucking crocodile, and we got ourselves a movie. That's how that movie was pitched. I'm telling you.
I disagree.
I weirdly find myself agreeing with Schwartz a lot today on this movie, and usually I don't.
You're actually using your fucking noggin today, bro. You're using your brain today.
Why do you gotta be a fucking asshole when someone says they agree with you?
Because it's Jake.
Well, that's fine. You guys are idiots, and this is one of the best movies ever made. It's probably second best to Congo.
Congo is a better movie.
Name 3 worse movies than this movie.
Down by Law, CB4, and UHF.
Pushing Tin. No, Creep
worse.
1, Creep 2, and Pushing Tin.
Pushing Tin's worse. I'll give you Pushing Tin.
Pushing Tin is not worse than this.
Why did you hate this movie, Schwartz?
Because
elevator pitch of you why you hate this movie.
This movie had no likable characters except for Oliver Platt, and he wasn't even likable. He was just funny. No character had a plot that really mattered. Like nothing ever progressed between these people.
There was something in the lake. It ended up being a crocodile. They dealt with it.
Yeah,
what did you hate about it? You know what it was? I think this movie was closest reminds me of Apocalypse Now. They have a problem. They went in. They dealt with it. That's Apocalypse Now.
Oh god.
This movie, Apocalypse Now, may be the same. It might as well be the same movie.
You just made me dislike Apocalypse Now more. You didn't help this movie. You made me dislike Apocalypse Now more.
Wait, you don't like Apocalypse Now?
Now that he broke it down and put it on the same level.
Lake Placid is basically a shot-for-shot remake of Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
I see what you.
I don't see where you're coming from with that.
Got a problem? Got to solve it.
Makes total sense. And then there's a river. I mean, there's a body of water.
There's no real story behind it.
Body of water. Unlikable characters.
Bridget Pullman's in it.
Bridget Fonda being a cunt.
Dude, you can't say the C word.
The parallels.
I said the C word or cunt several times in this episode, and I'll stick to it.
Shout out to the Big Cat.
I like your stick-to-itiveness. The Big Cat's never, ever listened to this. I don't even think he knows this is a thing.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to Matt Davidson. Good guy. Oh. He's probably listening. Maybe if you watch this piece of shit movie.
Boo, Matt Davidson. Boo.
For sure, Davidson's seen Lake Placid, so shout out Matt Davidson.
All right, he'll watch this.
What's his Instagram?
Listen to this episode.
At Davidson.
Telehante Pantalones.
Oh yeah, in Telehante Pantalones. Whatever. Just look up Matt Davidson and you'll find it. It's in Telehante Pantalones. It's smarty pants in Spanish.
Fuck the Big Cat. He's a cunt.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, fuck Schwartz too.
Yeah.
What?
You're the biggest cunt
Jake,
I know, Schwartz.
Fuck you for not liking this movie. Fuck both of you guys for not liking.
No, fuck you for making us watch this piece of shit.
Hey, I was hammered when you guys gave me a choice. This is what came out.
Nick, this just goes to saying Anthony gets 0 choices from here on out.
That's not true.
Yes,
I don't agree with that.
Well, if we're gonna be watching Lake Placid 2 next time, I'm out.
Nope.
There's like 4 of them, dude.
Sharknado 6, Ghost Town.
Tremors 19. Hey, by the way, I watched the latest Tremors. I don't think I was talking to you. I think I was talking to Davidson about it. Shout out to Davidson.
No, I was talking about it.
Okay, yeah,
you whole job.
Whatever. The newest,
Just dropped on Netflix, right?
There's a 7. Yeah, that's right. There is. So there was a new one. What was it called? I don't remember.
I think like Tremor Island or some shit, or like
Shrieker Island.
Yeah.
Shrieker Island.
Is
I watched it.
In it?
Nope.
No.
No bacon?
Bert Gummel is in it, or Bert whatever that.
Bert Gummer.
The fucking
He's
guy
the old
who's
guy
in
with all the guns.
every single movie.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd. He's the only one that's in every single one.
He was the dad in Family Ties, that guy.
Oh, Burt Reynolds.
The Burt something, Burt Gummer.
Burt Lancaster.
Burt Gummer in the movie.
It could
Burt Gummer.
Montgomery Burns.
That's Simpsons.
Oh.
/ the first bong I ever bought.
Montgomery Bongs?
No, I called my bong Montgomery Burns.
Oh.
Mr.
All right.
for short.
Well, Jake, what was your least favorite scene?
Wait, what?
Least favorite scene?
Yeah.
What's your favorite scene?
Then we'll talk about.
I mean, I'll
highs and lows.
I'll at least give it like there were definitely funny moments. Like I'll give it that. Like I was entertained briefly at times. Like
So
when
you're saying your least favorite scene was most of the movie, but you were entertained briefly at times.
yeah, occasionally I chuckled when like people died in gruesome ways. Like when the dude got pulled out of the lake with he was half a body, it was funny.
Yeah, they kind of used the
beginning of
best part of the movie in the beginning. That was the best part.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
one of the guys
when
got his head bitten off.
when they were about to get attacked by a bear and then the fucking crocodile ate the bear.
Yeah,
that was
cool.
pretty dope.
That was probably the only cool scene in the whole movie.
Yeah, that was probably the coolest scene in the whole movie.
So you're saying that this movie was cool?
I'm saying that this movie makes Roland Emmerich's Godzilla seem like fucking a masterpiece.
No, this movie was definitely still a piece of shit, but it was funny at times.
It had its
Fuck
moments.
both of you guys.
It had its moments.
I genuinely like this movie.
I will say Congo and Anaconda are both better films than this.
It's bullshit.
It's
Hold on, no, I probably agree with that.
They are both better movies than this, like by far. Like it's not even close.
But that's
They're
fine.
probably on par.
All I'm saying is Congo, Anaconda,
Congo was bad.
Dante's Peak, all the same. And this movie, all the same. They're all fall in the exact same. If there was a Venn diagram, they're all in the middle. There's like good movies and bad movies, and then all those movies are in the middle, and they fall around 95 to 99.
Random 90s bullshit. Yeah, I watched Anaconda probably not too terribly long ago.
Throw fucking Air Force One
fucking terrible. Yeah, another pretty. That one was better, but it's
Air Force One was more tolerable because Gary Oldman was in it, and that's
throw fucking Escape from New York in there. All of it. It's all the same.
Those are grindhouse movies. Those are a little different.
You're right.
Like the Escape from movies are like chill grindhouse movies.
Plus, I'm a Escape from LA kind of guy.
I saw Escape from LA first, so I kind of have a little bit more of a warmer spot in my heart for it.
Cool. Do we have rankings? Let's rank them.
Rankings? Oh my God, it's going to be an easy one.
Go ahead.
I'm putting it second to last, right above Down by Law.
And CB4.
Ooh, Down by Law was worse than this, huh?
Yeah, it was. I'd rather watch a fucking alligator chopping heads off than Down by Law.
But CB4 was better.
I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you.
Well, you got to rank them, so you have to acknowledge the fact you saw CB4.
I'll say that if
this was still worse than CB4.
If you put CB4 back on my list after I deleted it, then it's above it.
CB4 is above Lake Placid.
Deleted. I don't know how you deleted it because it's definitely still there.
If it was put back on, then it's above.
It's always going to be on because that was one of the movies we all watched.
I never seen it.
So Lake Placid is above CB4 or below CB4?
Lake Placid, Lake Placid is number 30 for Schwartz, and then 31 is CB4, 32 is Down by Law. Jake, what do you got?
Number I think 31 if I'm second to last. Just right above Pushington, second to the bottom of my list. It was really bad.
So you
all the way to the bottom.
Essentially second to last.
Yes, Pushington under that as worst movie ever. But Lake Placid was pretty fucking bad.
Well, this may surprise you, but I'm going straight to the top. Number one.
Number one.
Fuck out of here.
Bullshit. You like this more than Indiana Jones?
I like this more than every movie we've ever watched. I'll watch
The
it.
Handmaiden.
I'll watch it instead of any movie we've ever watched. Number one.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well,
why don't you
fuck you guys?
Why don't you tell us the truth? Where do you really rank it? Tell us the truth. Don't lie to us like Schwartz lies to us all the time.
Number 12.
Number 12?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll put it right above Ready
For your list, I'll accept it. It was better than Ready or Not.
What do you mean for my list? You
wait,
racist
you thought
this
you have Ready or Not?
Your shit's all. Your shit's
no,
kind of all.
I know this movie's better than Ready or Not.
What?
My shit's all over the place. Wait, your shit's all over the place. Go fuck yourself. It's my opinion. This is my list. My
Your
list
opinion's
is my
all over
list.
the place.
I
Your
have opinion. It's my
Yeah,
opinion.
well-
Is my opinion.
Your opinion's reckless.
I'm putting it back in number one.
That's reckless.
Number one.
I don't even know what to believe anymore.
Look, Schwartz thinks he's cute. You don't think I just copied your whole thing and I'm just gonna wait until you're done editing and paste it right back down? You're done.
I mean, I get it, but I'm just gonna do it every time.
Sounds like a waste of time.
Yeah, this movie was terrible though. I actually would have wished I never even saw this movie.
I could have seen this movie
It's
like
my
20
life
years
back.
ago. I feel like I could have seen this movie 20 years ago and I completely forgot about it. I'm not totally sure. There was mildly familiar elements to it.
The only part I remembered is the end where Betty White goes out to the dock and the little fucking.
Wait, so you're putting Lake Placid under UHF?
Yes.
Copy you.
In CB4?
CB4's not on there, baby.
It is. It's on our list. It's on everyone's list. Everyone watched it.
Never seen it.
You're just a lying, untrustworthy person.
Whoa. Let's not call names here.
And you're a bigot. But we'll talk about that later.
He does hate the troops. But anyway.
I love the troops.
All right. So I'm just going to add it back here.
Technicalities.
It's fine. I've made Schwartz just a viewer. He can no longer edit things.
Fun.
Good.
That's fine. People know the truth.
Well,
Listen,
you know, the
listeners know
millions
you
of
guys are
people that
liars.
see this list are going to be really upset.
The people know you guys are liars. People know.
No, the people that listen to this podcast do probably know that you are a liar, so it's fine.
Yeah,
That's not
luckily everyone that listens to this podcast knows you. So
Yeah, like Matt Davidson, he knows what a terrible
you
person.
know what? Shout out to Intelligente Pantalones.
Boo, Matt Davidson. Boo.
See, terrible person.
Boo, Jay Golden. Boo.
Booing a
Shout
great
out
guy
to-
like Matt Davidson.
Shout out to Danny.
Boo,
Yeah.
Jay Golden. Boo.
Danny, thanks for listening, Danny.
Danny, thank you.
Boo, Danny.
See, terrible guy. Talking
Shout
about
out to
Schwartz.
Big Cat. Meow.
Big Cat's a cunt.
Damn, dude, you can't call the cat the cunt.
Dude, I can call anyone a cunt I want.
I think you're just cunty.
I'm down. I'll be cunty. I don't give a fuck.
You cunty as fuck.
All right, cool. What are we talking
Steve
about again?
Miners, 1999 epic Lake Placid, 1 hour, 22 minutes long, rated R.
Hold
Check
on.
it out on
Schwartz never said his favorite scene.
Yes, I did.
What
Same as
was
you,
it?
the bear scene.
That was it? That was your favorite scene?
That's the only good scene in the whole movie.
All right, fine. Sorry. Go on.
6 out of
Wrap it up.
10 stars.
6
on
out of 10.
IMDb.
From who? Who gave him that? Who gave him all those?
IMDb.
Who gave him that many
I
stars?
rounded up. It's 5.7.
This shit has 47 on Rotten Tomatoes, which is kind of sexually.
That's high.
It's not
That's
that
generous. I
Yeah.
give it like a 4 or 7.
Generous.
still rotten.
Yeah,
Technically.
but 47%, that's generous.
Metacritic has it at 34%, which I agree more.
Yeah, I'd give it closer to 14, maybe 12.
Maybe.
Haters gonna hate, dude.
And Ainder's gonna ain't.
What did David E. Kelly write? He had
Mariska
a-
Hargitay
he had a
was in
terrible
this
script.
movie.
I said that, the chick from SVU.
What?
She was in the beginning.
David E. Kelly wrote a bunch of TV shows, like pretty famous TV shows.
Was the other cop?
Was he a cop?
David E. Kelly was.
Are
the
you a
writer.
cop?
Not a fucking cop, all right?
David
Alright,
E.
well.
Kelly.
Who cares? This was Lake Placid, 1999.
How
I
many
liked
other-
it. I say watch it. I say fucking check it out.
How many
Yeah,
other Lake
don't check
Placids
it
are
out.
there?
Save yourself an hour and 22 minutes. Do not watch this movie.
If you want to
Okay.
see, if you're interested in Lake Placid after we talked about this Lake Placid, feel free to check out Lake Placid and Lake Placid 2 or Lake Placid 3. Or there's also Lake Placid: the final chapter, which wasn't actually the final chapter, because also there's Lake Placid versus Anaconda and Lake Placid: Legacy.
Thanks for listening. I think they can go fuck themselves. Lake Placid is a great movie. That said, I'm not sure I'll be choosing many movies in the future. Next week's movie, though, Bad Lieutenant, 1992, directed by Abel Ferreira. Watch that on Hulu, then tune in to us next week, Wednesday, wherever you get podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at MMwM_podcast. Peace.